Oh, hello, Runcat here. I'm sorry, I was thinking about something else. I just wanted to show this to you. This is Hammer Editor. This is what I use for making maps. And I just wanted to look in library. If you go to your library, go to tools. You will. Sorry, I shouldn't do that. That's me licking my lips. That sounds disgusting on the headphones. So I'm sorry about that. There's something in here you can download. All these three things here you can all install. Source SDK. Once you install it, it's completely free. You'll find inside it this little thing here called. This is Hammer Editor. When you double click Hammer Editor, you get this program here, which is what is used to make maps. And here's me floating around a window. Now it says 4 windows here. This is like the sort of live viewing window where I can sort of zoom around and look at what the masterpiece I have created. These are all the elevations. This is the top elevation, front elevation, and front YZ elevation. There's a difference. One's one side, one's the other side. In fact, they're both exactly the same. That's a mistake. So I can change that elevation. Actually, let me just do that. Window, Windows, tools, C elements, authorize. 2D YZ. Hold on, what's that one? That's YZ. That's YZ. So I want it to be XZ. Yeah, I did it. So yes, there is. You've got the map. So this is kind of like the schematic, if you like, of the map. It's how complex and detailed it is. All these are boxes and entities. Like there's a light. You see, I've grouped several things, those several items together. In fact, now I've clicked that. Let's use that as an example. I can go to that entity by. I'll just put everything in the middle. Oh God, I'm sorry, I'm a bit thirsty. So I need to find that entity. Well, there it is. There, that white thing there tells me there's the entity. There it is. It's a light. So look how much effort goes into making one light. So this, I've grouped all these things together. Obviously, I just duplicate them, so I can just go to this in the top elevation here. Yeah, and zoom right in. There it is. And I can sort of press shift and just copy it across. Look, and I made a second one. See that? I can now move that around. That's another light. I don't want that though, so I've deleted it. This here's the basement area. Get my bearings. All right, there you go. So what you have here is this. Just as a quick example, this is called a trigger, and if I double click it, you can see it's got like these rules in here, and this one is a very straightforward one. It's called Func No Build. It just means engineers can't build any objects wherever that trigger sits, and I didn't want people putting sentries in here because it would just cause huge chaos for people trying to speed up through these speed up hallways. If they put a sentry in the middle, it's going to block them, and it's going to be very messy, and it's going to be open for trolling. So that has to not be allowed. So I've put a no build trigger there. This trigger here is trigger multiple. It's got that arrow there, so that tells me it's got something on it. So when somebody touches on start touch by all, the blue whoosh plays the sound. So the blue whoosh is, there it is, blue whoosh, and it's a sound. It's this sound here. Meow. Don't know if you heard that, but that is the sound that is triggered when people enter that trigger. Is this interesting? Who knows? So I just thought it'd be interesting for people to see a little bit of the sewers map as it's in construction. This is number 14, which should be ready later on today. And that is that. Look, there's another no build there. Look, no build. That's why you can't build sentries in this area. Like for example here, look at this. This is a Func breakable. So this is a building that can be smashed up. Yeah, so that's that. I've currently got a problem. There's this red line here, which indicates there's a leak somewhere. But so normally when you have a leak, you follow the red line. And of course, it just stops in the middle of nowhere and doesn't tell you where the actual leak is. So thank you, Hammer. There, it just ends in thin air. So I have to try and find out where this leak is, and then I'll upload this map and compile it and whatnot. I hope you found that quite interesting. I'm sure you didn't, but there you are, a little bit into Hammer Editor. It's a free download. Get mapping. It's all good fun.